client A had the question about his business not being as profitable as he wants. So to bring in that, we're going to bring in the manager, the buyer, potential buyer, and the wife, and the business itself. And going to ask to turbo clear each and every one of these entities, and which means that they'll go through the clearing like we did with the client, except I don't need to see the answers on this. They should be completed. So we're going to connect first with the business itself, the company, and I'm going to make sure the company's self-soul ego are aligned and aligned with the divine plan. It is. And spirit guides are God-sanctioned, on committees, lowest entity working vibrates at infinity, goes from 0 to 10, 0 to 100, and then beyond. Okay. The body levels of the company are aligned, cleared, balanced. The chakras are aligned, cleared, and balanced and open. Okay, how many cords? None attachments, none entities that shouldn't be around, none openings, none. So that's good. Level of consciousness of the business is sitting at 10th dimension, 10th octave. And overall energy is that of 8. Interesting. So we're going to put 8 into the basket for the business, and then bring in faith and trust, and then bundle, spiral all of it together and down through all parts, mind, body, and spirit, on all levels, layers, frequencies, realities, incarnations, dimensions, all time. We're asking again, level of consciousness of the business is now at about 11.10. Overall energy is neutral. So was the hate, what part of the business did the hate belong to? For that, I'm going back to my power chart and show me, okay, what part of business entity? And it's taking me to section A, not what I expected. Inside row, fame and aspiration is coming up. So we're going to bring that in the basket. Now we're back to section A, right side, inside row, bringing in pink, gold, white to help heal. And section C, bringing in archetypes, and it's outside or inside row on the left, and we're going to the engineer archetype, the practical, hands-on type that gets things done, the dreamer, the destroyer, the damsel, the critical parent, the wounded child, the avenger, the alchemist, the advocate. That's it. Okay. So we're going to clearing now. So bundle, spiral, all of those energies together down through the mind, the body, the spirit, along with blocks, memories, intent, and healing. We're asking again, connecting with the business, are all the guardian angels, guides, guardian angels, God sanctioned? Let's go here. On committees, lowest ones working, vibrate at infinity. Okay, so puzzled a little bit why so low, but there is a problem there. So we'll keep it in mind. Okay, do the spirit helpers have anything to bring up? And they're neutral. Okay, so the business. What percent is the owner aligned with the business? We go to a percentage chart, and I get 50% aligned. So what part of the owner is not aligned? And we've got ego, self, and we have assigned souls. Okay, so there's big part of the problem. When the guides, guardian angels are not totally aligned, there can be a lot of different problems. Even though they say that they're at a good high level, there's definitely a problem with them. So we're going to start by demanding to educate, elevate, remove, or replace, get the guides and guardian angels out of here, and either clear them up or replace them with a group now. And we could load the art committee, the art marketing committee, with some very special spirit guides that have the ability to do that type of thing. Okay, my world, it happens immediately. So now we're going to ask what percent is the owner aligned, in alignment with the business infinitely? What percent are the guides, guardian angels, and the owner and the business aligned, cleared, and balanced? So there's a better harmony here, asking, are all the life areas aligned, cleared, and balanced for the business? And we're getting a no. And so I go to the direct, well, we know we're going to the life areas. And so knowledge, skills. And is this problem belong to the business itself, the owner, or both, or someone else? And it's the business itself. Okay, so we're going to put that into the basket for the business. Add in the archetype of hero, heroine. That's all that's coming up. And clear. I'm going to bundle spiral those energies together and down through all parts, mind, body, and spirit, on all levels, layers, frequencies, and so on. Asking again if all the life areas of the business are aligned, cleared, and balanced. And we got a yes. Okay, what percent is the owner, the business, and both sets of guides, guardian angels in alignment, harmony, cooperation? And they are. And want to bring in the manager and the potential buyers and ask what percent are their guides, guardian angels in harmony, cooperation, and agreement with the business. 80% total. The manager we'll call M, as in Michael. His percent that he's aligned with the process is infinite. His level of soul consciousness is sitting at 9.11. Overall energy is neutral. Want to find out his relationship to the business owner, and is he in the same soul family? Nope. Siamese twin? Nope. Karmic issues between them? Nope. Between them, are there any active curses? Nope. Contracts, art vows, hidden vows, or soul programs? None of the above. Is M working spiritually with the client? Nope. Is the client working spiritually with M? Nope. So that's a clear spiritual relationship there. And the potential buyer we'll call E. asking if he's in the same soul family, flame family, neither. Between him and the client or the manager, are there any active curses? Curses, yes. Any contracts, heart vows, hidden vows, or soul programs? No. Is the curse with the manager, the owner, or the company itself? Or show me everybody involved. It's with the manager. Okay. So we're going to bring in some committees to work on the two of them. We want to clear both people as well as their guides, guardian angels, in order to clean up any problems from the past lives on that. And I'm asking Spirit, is there anything else to clear between the two souls? Can we verify that infinitely? Is this a lie in any way, shape, or form? Nope. Is that a lie? No. Okay, so we want to make sure the curse has been cleared. Yes. And ask how the potential buyer, E, sees the artist, and he's neutral. How does he see himself when he looks at the art? And when he looks at the art, he goes into dreamer archetype, which isn't bad when we're talking about art. The manager, how does he see the owner? He sees the owner as a dreamer, as a companion, and as wounded child, nature child, magical child, eternal child, and abandoned child, as well as artist and angel. And just to remember that a lot of this is coming from past lives. So we're going to put all of that into the manager's basket, add in the archetype of hero, heroine, and judge. Okay, and then bundle spiral together down through all parts, mind, body, and spirit, all levels, layers, frequencies, realities, incarnations, dimensions, all time. And now we're asking to double check how the manager sees the artist. And we're at neutral, perceives him neutral, and that's good. When we start at neutrality, the mind can go either way. It's just not locked into one particular way of looking at life. Okay, so, and we're asking also, this out of the way. Okay, it was mentioned if there's a big break, it always falls apart before being finalized, and there's no turning it around. So we're going to put that on neutral, add in the artist is neutral, the owner of, or the manager is neutral, the potential buyer or buyers is also neutral, the company is not neutral. So there's something with the company itself. So we're going to go to see which part of who's involved in the company, and so it's saying the soul of the company. And so now we're going to put the soul of the company in the basket. We're going to add on getting a good break and not having it fall apart. It's neutral. This is true for its ego, self, soul, assigned, other spirits. Yes. So putting the soul on neutral and having everything fall apart on a break. So falling apart throws it off balance. How far off balance? I kind of use the archetypes chart, and it's about 15 degrees off balance on that. So I know it's affecting it. It's not huge, but it is. So we're having a break fall through with the soul of the company, and also to add in, going to the inside row, gold, pink, and white light to assist healing. It's back to neutral, which means we're done here. Back up to the chart key. And back to section C, the archetypes. And we've got outside row, bringing in the judge archetype. Okay, and time to clear. So we're going to bundle spiral those together and down through the mind, body, and spirit, along with any blocks, memories, intent, and healing. Okay, I'm asking again about how the soul of the business, having a break and getting ahead, is neutral. Want to, in past life regression, the artist found out that there was a theme that when he gets noticed by higher ups or close to getting famous, he died. This is a common problem with people nowadays wanting to stay hidden just for safety's sake. So we're going to use the phrase, when I get noticed or famous, I die. And okay, so looking at the archetypes chart, that takes this person 360 degrees off balance, which is huge. So we're going to have that phrase in the basket. We're going to add in archetypes. We're starting with the golden shadow, inside row, exorcist or shaman, the dreamer, the destroyer has to tear everything down to the bottom before they have to rebuild entirely. Okay, so those are in the basket. Section B, we're going to be in which side? Left inside row, assigned souls. So some of the guides, guardian angels are a bit nervous too. If you do get famous or get noticed, you get killed, and they don't like it. So we're going to put them in the basket. Also back to archetypes. We go to inside row and the father archetype, the provider. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to clear, bundle, spiral, all of those energies together down to all parts, mind, body, and spirit, on all levels, layers, frequencies, realities, incarnations, dimensions, all time. Okay, and I'm asking the soul, again, we're putting the soul on neutral, and the statement, if I get noticed or get famous, I die. It's staying neutral. Is there anything contributing to, or instead that we should look at, staying neutral? Is this true for the ego, the self, the soul, assigned souls, other spirits? All neutral. And when it stays neutral, that means we're fine. And then sometimes to get the levels that it's cleared to for this final check, I let the pendulum go through all the levels here and make sure that they're also clear. And sometimes things will come up on the Mayan scale, and we're stuck at the universal scale. It didn't go beyond. So we're going to put the universal Mayan scale in the basket with the artist, with the statement, when I get noticed or get famous, I die. Okay, And then bringing in archetypes, chart C, right side, outside, hero, heroine, which comes up often when there's pain involved. And then we're going to section B, left to right, right side, inside row, bringing in the three kingdoms, elemental, human, angelic, for assistance. Okay. Also section B, this time we're going to the inside left and assigned souls, definitely bringing them in. Okay. And then back to archetypes, section C, left side, inside, the hedonist, the wounded healer, the healer archetypes. Neutral, so we're back to the key and to the clearing macro. So we're going to bundle all of that together, sending it down again through all parts, mind, body, and spirit, along with any blocks, memories, intent, and healing. So we're adding in, again, the soul, the fact that you might die if you get famous or discovered, and the guides, guardian angels, and the statement. And everything is staying neutral, and I'm asking, is this true for the ego, the self, the soul, assigned souls, other spirits? Staying good and neutral. I'm going to look at, again, the level it clears to, and this time there's no hesitation. It goes straight through all of them. So that's cleared. And I'm just going to put on neutral, how does the client see himself when he's successful? He's neutral. Perceive himself subconsciously when he's successful. Also neutral. This is what we want. The guides and guardian angels, how do they see the artist when he's neutral and perceive him? Also neutral. And the manager, M, how does he see and perceive the artist being successful? And that's good. And the potential buyer, E, is neutral. Cool. Okay, so what this says is that we can get famous, and this lifetime you're not going to get your head whacked off because of it. To be sure, I can go to the affirmation section on chart A, or section A on the power chart. And what I can do, you can have the client say these out loud, or I can ask, is the client ready to be famous and noticed? Is he willing? Is he able? Is it for his good and the good of others? Does he want to be famous and noticed, and it's not even keeping up anymore? So to me, he is definitely clear, and there should be no hesitation. So I'm going to also ask, are the guides, guardian angels ready for the artist to be famous? Are they willing, able, for their good, and so on and so on, and they're already clear. So we're putting the business on the line now and asking, is the business ready to be successful, willing to be successful? Is it able to be successful? Is it for its good to be successful? It says no. Okay, not so good. The part of the business that isn't sure about success is actually the ego. Wow. What percent is the ego aligned with the rest of the Trinity? Fully aligned. Okay, but the ego sits there and worries about the past. It worries about survival. So that somewhere there's a problem here on that one. So we're going to put the ego in the basket, and for its good, for the business to be successful. And it's going to the prism chart, and section B, which is past lives, and we're on the right side, inside row, and there's accidents, murders, and suicides that are coming up as cell memory. So you let those to move up into the lower conscious mind, into the basket, and then we clear. So we're just going to spiral those past life memories down through all parts of the businesses, mind, body, and spirit, along with any blocks, memories, intent, and healing. Okay, that's done. And so back again, and we're putting the business, especially its ego, on the line, adding in success, and going to my affirmations that the business is ready for success, willing, able for its good, the good of others. It wants to, it deserves to. You can see it, believe it, expect it, imagine it, turn imagination into reality, and perceive it. And that's great. So the business is now cleared. How does the business see itself being a success and perceive itself? And that's neutral, which is what we want. Okay, so I'm going to ask, actually at this time we're going to be sure to send all the healing that's been done so far, a minimum of 7 generations back through, or go all the way back as far as needed to help clear everybody. Okay. And let's see. At this point, if I was with the client personally, I would ask if there was a knock on the door right now and it opened and it's a buyer who wants to buy everything, how does your body feel? And notice what part of the body responds, if there's a place that's like, I don't know, or if there's just joy, or if suddenly there's a pain in the back, or something like that. And then that would be the next thing to work on, if that's so. So we're going to ask one more thing. Is there anything buried stuff saved? And it's going to yes. Or it's going off balance, which says yes. Okay, so buried stuff saved. Yes. Issues or challenges. Programs planned that haven't come up yet. No. So let's put those issues and challenges, whatever they are, into the basket. We're going to bring in section B, left inside row, assigned souls again. Okay. And put them in the basket. Add in section C, archetypes. Left inside row, the wounded healer. And that's done. And now the clearing macro. We're going to bundle, spiral all of the information together and down through mind, body, and spirit, along with any blocks, memories, intent, and healing. Okay. We're asking again. I'm unsettled about those guardian angels coming up again and again and again. So I'm going to put your guardian angels on the line, and I'm going to add in the business being successful, and it's staying neutral. So this is something just on principle, maybe. I'm going to ask that Archangel Michael's team check IDs of every single spirit working as a helper, as either a guide or a guardian angel. And we want them all checked out to make sure there's not one or two sneaking in and hiding. And we're asking, Spirit, has this been done? And, yes, it has. Is there anything buried, stuff saved, issues or challenges, programs planned that haven't come up yet? And those are all no. So, but keep an eye on that about the guides, guardian angels. And between everybody's guides, guardian angels, and the world and the whole works, are there any other issues that we need to look at this time? And it's testing neutral, which is, in my world, a no. Or you can go down to the yes-no chart and test it, yes or no, and it says no. Okay, that is the session for the client, A, and we'll see how it goes.